I mean, I'm pumped. Like, I'm more pumped than anything, but, like, sitting here thinking about the amount of money that we won. Like, I can't even fathom why.
This is Season 3 of The Score, the Team Roping Journal's regular podcast, where the team roping world talks. We've told the stories of some of the greatest cowboys, horses, and moments in the sport, and we're so far from done. In 2020, we'll bring you more of what you've come to expect, like interviews with the best cowboys and cowgirls we know, and we'll dive even deeper into subjects you care about. Look for more audio editions of the Team Roping Journal stories you might have missed in print, and learn about the great horses shaping the sport and great challenges facing our industry. All this and more in 2020. I'm Chelsea Schaefer.
Well, Lynn, you just got back from Women's Week, which is what we're calling Women's Week is the in-house term for the big week in Fort Worth.
Yes, definitely. Because history has been made for women making so much money over the past week. It was insane.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And that was, so when we're talking about Women's Week, we're talking about the Women's Rodeo World Championships that was put on by the WCRA. We're talking about the Cowgirl Gathering that was put on by the American Paint Horse Association, and Darren and Cammie Peterson were partnered on that. And we're talking about the WPRA finals, which obviously was not the first year for the WPRA finals, but just another exciting thing that happened in Waco, right down the road from Fort Worth.
You know, first off, we got to start by saying thank you to Resistol and Charlie One Horse Hats for helping us bring all the coverage throughout Women's Week. We couldn't have done it without them. So shout out to them. You know, we're going to hear today on The Score, we're going to hear from Kaylin Helton and Annette Stahl from the Cowgirl Gathering. And we're going to hear from Kelly Jo Gonzalez and Jessica Bowen. They also won another roping at the Cowgirl Gathering. Followed by Jordan Jo Fabrizio. She won the open breakaway at the Cowgirl Gathering. And young gun Emily Charlesworth, she won the Challenger breakaway roping at the Cowgirl Gathering. So that's going to be all those interviews are coming straight from the Cowgirl Gathering. So we can't wait for you guys to hear those. Followed by that, we're going to hear from obviously the big champions taking home $90,000 from the WCRA Rodeo's Women's Rodeo World Championships, and that was Riley Smith and Hope Thompson, the switch enders. Oh my gosh, so that's a great interview that's coming. We'll also hear from Jackie Crawford, who won the all-around from the WRWC. And we're going to hear from the breakaway roping champion, Madison Oethier. It's Jerry's World, it's Maddie's house. So we can't wait to hear from all those ladies. And we have a special interview from the WPRA finals with the all-around world champion, and that's Kelsey Chase. And, you know, she's always a good one to talk to. She's a hand. And how cool is that to have, I know Jackie and Kelsey, they're two very good friends, and they both took home all-around titles this weekend. So those are all the ladies we're going to hear from on this episode.
There were for women this week. Yeah, there were so many different chances for women to win at different places. It was very diverse. It wasn't just the big names that won over and over again. Riley Smith is an awesome young kid. We're going to hear her name for a long time. Same with Maddie Oethier, obviously. Look out. She had a crazy week, so I'm excited to hear her interview.
Definitely, yeah. We got some exciting stuff coming for you guys.
Very good. Well, without further ado,
we're going to hear from all of our champions from Women's Week in Texas.
All right, we have officially completed the first all-girl event during Women's Week here in Texas, and that is the Cowgirl Gathering, the inaugural open all-ladies team roping. And I'm here with our winners, Kaylin Helton and Annette Stahl. You guys just won this first Cowgirl Gathering team roping. Kind of how does that feel right now?
It's a really great feeling. It was such a tough roping, possibly the toughest all-girl roping I've ever roped in, and I'm just really thankful for all the producers that made it happen during this tough year.
Definitely. How about you, Annette?
Yeah, it was a great roping. It was fun, and we're really grateful for them putting it on and everything they do.
Definitely. And you guys came from second call back to win the roping, and I know you had high call with Jackie as well, and that's Jackie Crawford. There's a little mess up on that, but you still ended up winning with your second call back. Kind of talk me through your run in this short round.
I just didn't try to change anything that I've done the whole roping. I just went at him aggressive and just tried to really pick him up and handle him good to make Annette's job easy. It's a small arena, and it's kind of tough to make things easy in here, but we got by it.
Definitely.
She did a great job all day. That's what had to happen in this setup, and she did a great job all day long, and it worked out perfect.
Definitely. And I know we don't really want to talk about the misses, but you learned from the misses. You missed in the short round high call back for Jackie, and still managed to win first. Kind of, what's going through your head? Do you bounce back from that run? Or?
Well, it was a lot. I missed the last run, so I'm going to start the next rope and clean slate again. But I just try to approach every single stair as doing my job, and it doesn't matter what's happened in the past. I can't change that. I look at every stair as a new stair, and I have to do my job on that stair. And I didn't do my job as well as I should have on that stair, and the stair was a little tough. He threw us a little hiccup in there, and I missed, and it happens. If you never miss, then you're not team roping. So.
Definitely. And let's talk about that setup. We're at the Stockyards Cowtown Coliseum in Fort Worth, and it's a tiny arena. We've seen the weekend rodeos and everything that happened in this arena, and now you guys are team roping in it. Talk about that setup and what you did to get by.
I was kind of worried about it this morning. It's so small, and my head horse I rode today, he's pretty big, and I just knew he could pull up the wall, which is the main thing in here, and you could get it on him really fast. The steers were really friendly to all of us, and I just really tried to make sure my horse was strong to keep those steers pulling for my heelers.
Definitely. And Annette, how was it for you on the heel side?
It just had to be very dedicated at keeping your distance, but always being in the right spot. Because once they turn, you only have a couple hops.
Definitely.
So you have to be reading them. You have to read every step.
Definitely got to be on your game in this arena. Let's talk about the horses you guys were on. What was that head horse?
His name is Mo. I've had him about 3 years. He's 16 years old. He's kind of my old solid man. Can always go to him. He worked great today. I'll ride him at the WCRA finals this weekend too.
Gotcha. And what were you heeling on that?
I was heeling on a little bay horse I just bought about a month ago. We call him Baywatch, and we're just starting to get together.
How old is Baywatch?
He's 9.
9. I was going to say, that's not your usual heel horse we see you on. I was kind of wondering what that horse was.
He's cool.
What's special about him? What made you want to buy that horse?
He runs, breeds cattle, stocks. That's what we have to have, or I have to have.
Definitely good for this setup,
yes.
It looked like. Definitely. And you guys, from winning this roping, you guys also won an entry to the BFI. Are you guys going to rip together there, or, what's kind of the game plan there?
Not sure. We never have before.
Yep.
We have our other partners. We've kind of been third partners here recently, and it's been really good to us. So
yeah,
I'm not sure yet. We'll just approach that when it happens.
Yeah. But pretty sweet to get a free entry in there, right?
Absolutely. Sure. Very thankful for that.
Icing on the cake.
Yes.
And what's this money going to go towards? Over $6,000 you guys just won.
Probably more ropings.
Oh, yeah. There's a ton down here.
Yes.
Awesome. And just lastly, what do you guys have to say? I mean, it's awesome that Darren and Cammie and the crew put on this roping. What does that mean for you guys? That the people and committees and everyone are stepping up for women this time, especially with everything that's happened so far in 2020.
I'm just very thankful and amazed by how many events we did get to go to this year with everything going on. Darren and Cammie put on the great at the BFI. It's a great production, and this was a great production too. And just so thankful for them and their hard work.
Definitely. Yes, everything they do. He made it very user-friendly here as much as possible, and we really appreciate all the effort they put in and all the events that they produce.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Kayla and Annette, and good luck to the rest of the ropings.
Thank you.
Here at the Cowgirl Gathering with the 9.5 champions, Kelly Jo and Jessica. You guys were 19 on 3 head. Tell me about your guys' day here in Fort Worth, Texas.
Well, mine actually started off pretty rough. I missed a couple, but me and Jessica always seem to rope pretty good together, and I feel like we just kind of get each other.
Yeah.
I was going to say, she just puts them in front of me, and I just try to clean it up.
I was just saying, that run, you guys didn't really look like you backed off too much on that short round steer. What was your thoughts going into the short round right there?
I wasn't planning on changing anything. I turned two to be, we were 6s on, and that's what I was just planning on backing in the box and doing again, because I knew Jessica would be there.
Definitely.
Kept the plan, just stay solid, stay strong.
And you had a very open gate right there. There was no way you weren't catching 2 feet from what I saw.
No, she just dragged me in.
It helps when you have a header that will pull them right in your loop.
Well.
Awesome. And where are you guys from?
I'm from Lufkin, Texas.
Lufkin, Texas.
Cleveland, Texas.
Cleveland, Texas. And what do you guys do for a living? Because I don't feel like roping's the main occupation.
I wish it was.
Yeah, don't we all?
I'm a petroleum landman.
Okay, for what's the company?
Purple Land Management Company.
Okay, and what are you doing?
I was self-employed for a while, but now I've recently taken on a job to be parts sales in a tractor dealership.
Oh, nice. What's the tractor dealership?
Washington County. Tractor Day.
Gotcha. And talk to me, let me know, what's that horse you were on?
Well, his name's Gambler. I've owned him since he was about 1.5 years, and he's about 12 now, and he's my saving grace. Like, I couldn't be here without him for sure.
Is he the only one you kind of have going right now?
Yes, ma'am.
Gotcha. What does he do so good, especially in this tiny setup?
I mean, to be honest, this is probably the smallest and biggest event he's been to, so I was really surprised that he handled it so well and didn't bunch up in the fence like a lot of them did because of the arena being so small. But he just takes it all in stride. He's super calm and just goes with it and doesn't get in a tizzy over anything. So he's pretty nice to have.
That's awesome. And what's that little heel horse?
He's Hollywood, and he's just a little horse I've raised. He's working from ground up, and he just kind of gets it done.
And how old's Hollywood?
He's
16. And I mean, just like the headers you guys got on the fence, because this arena is small, the heelers, you have to be on your game coming in. How was he going into? I feel like you only get a few hops before you're in the fence. So
really, Hollywood, he's always riding the spots, so you don't miss much.
That's awesome.
That's it, really.
Awesome. And you guys just split 13,000. What's that going to do for you guys right now?
That's going to do major things for me. So get caught up on some bills and take care of my kids. So.
Awesome.
Same for me. Just kind of get caught up, put back some, and keep going.
That's so awesome. Well, thank you guys and congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, hey everyone, we just wrapped up the Cowgirl Gathering, the breakaway roping day. Oh my gosh, big money. And I'm here with our champion of the open breakaway roping, and that is Jordan Joe Fabrizio. Oh my gosh, you just came from 10th callback to win this roping.
Yeah. It was pretty neat. It's been tougher than heck all day long. These girls have been going at it. I was just glad to get in the short round. I've been one out almost all weekend at the WCRA, so I was just like, woohoo, short round. But, I drew a good calf, and my horse did good, and it just all worked out.
Definitely. And you were 2 of 3 on that calf. You won the short round. Walk me through that run.
I was just trying to make sure I saw my start and did my job. I knew that the lineup in the short round was incredible. Lots of girls that roped great, and I knew they were going to be coming for me, so I was just trying to set the pace and let them come catch me, and it ended up working out.
Awesome. And I gotta say, you are like the champion at the inaugural ropings. You won the Cheyenne Frontier Days, the first year we ever got to show our faces in that arena.
Yeah.
And now you win the first ever Cowgirl Gathering.
Yeah.
How does that feel for you?
It's just a blessing. Everybody coming out and having breakaways for us is such a great opportunity, and we're thankful. And just to get to be here, there's a lot of opportunities now, and so I try to be a part of everything, and I just hope that there's lots more first.
Definitely. And Jordan Joe is definitely a part of all the breakaways. She puts on great ropings and
Thank you.
Canyon and Amarillo and all over, and you can see her face everywhere. Let's talk about that little horse you were on.
So that's Cookie. I've had her for about a year now. I got her from Chancey Shear. She used to be Chancey at Bauer. She's a really cool little horse. She's got lots of tools, so I'm just trying to figure out how to ride her, and maybe it'll all come together.
How old is she?
She's 10.
10.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. And what else you got going this week? Are you going to WCRA?
Yeah, so right now we're headed to the WCRA finals, and then cheering on my pals at the WCRA tomorrow night for the 60,000. That's an exciting opportunity, and you know, it's just a great time to be a breakaway roper, and it's exciting where it's going, and it's just a fun time to be a part of it.
Definitely. And what can you say to not just the little girls looking up to all these breakaway ropers, but the women, everyone that's wanting to compete? What can you say to them?
I can say there's going to be lots of lows, not very many highs, but just keep after it. And honestly, if there's something you want to do, anybody can do it, because I didn't feel like I was a competitor, and I've worked really hard, and I feel like I can hang now. So if you want to do something, I think you can do it, and you just got to put the time and effort into it, and people along the way, and it'll be great.
And Jordan, how old are you now?
I'm 29. I'll be 30 in December. Yeah. So right over the hill, but I'm excited. You know, 30 will be a benchmark, and I'm just glad I've made it that far, hopefully.
And what are you doing for a living?
Right now, I'm the assistant coach at WT. I'm the marketing director at Lone Star Ropes, and I've got my own marketing business. We're doing some things with Breakaway, so just all sorts of things. Lots of hats.
Lots of hats.
Yeah.
Lots of stuff going on right now.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you and congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Right, hey everyone, I'm here with Emily, and she just won the Cowgirl Gathering Challenger Breakaway Roping. Tell me about your day. Tell me about this win right now. What's going through your head?
Well, I woke up early this morning to get here, and then I wasn't really expecting to win it whenever I heard. I couldn't hear back there, and then they said I won it, and it was pretty cool.
So you're just like me. You can't hear what they're saying on the speaker.
I cannot hear at all.
That's awesome.
Mom or Dad called me, and they're like, hey, you need to come up here. I think you won it. I was like, oh, okay.
So getting that call from your parents and them telling you won it, how did that feel?
It felt great. I didn't have the best week at the WCRA finals, and I came here and I did good, so I was really happy. My horse worked great.
Gotcha. And let's talk about that little gray horse. She looks pretty rank.
Thank you. She's only 5. So.
She's 5. What do you call her?
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
And tell me your background story. What made you want to ride her here?
Well, I got her as a cutting horse. My sister cut on her, and then I got her, and me and my dad started working with her, and then now she's my number 1.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And let's see, you were 209 in that short round. Kind of walk me through that run.
Well, Dad said that the calf is going to go to the left, and I was like, okay. So I just took my first shot. It worked out pretty good.
Awesome. And so what's this money going to do for you right now?
I'm not sure, but it feels really nice to have it.
Yep. How old are you?
I'm 15.
15. Oh my gosh, just a teenager winning this big roping right now.
Yes, ma'am.
You're in school? Where are you going?
Homeschooled.
You're homeschooled. What is your homeschool called?
It's
just homeschool.
Just homeschool.
Just homeschool.
The money in the breakaways, it's crazy how much the breakaways went up in the rodeo lifestyle. So it's pretty cool to be able to enter.
Definitely. And pretty cool to top off your week with this win.
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. And where are you from?
I'm from Marathon, Texas.
Marathon, Texas.
350 people.
350 people. Small town.
Yes, ma'am.
Who helped you prepare for this event?
My mom and dad.
And what are their names?
Brent and Leslie Charlesford.
Charlesford. That's it. And so they support you. They've helped you get to where you are now.
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. Well, congratulations.
I mean, I'm pumped. Like, I'm more pumped than anything, but, like, sitting here thinking about the amount of money that we won. Are you videoing me?
I'm recording you right now.
Like, I can't even fathom, like.
Hey, guys, this is Caitlin, and I'm here with Hope Thompson and Riley Smith, and usually you see them with Hope on the head side and Riley on the heel side, but not tonight. And they just took home $90,000, not $60,000 like we originally thought, $90,000 at the WCRA Rodeo's Women's Rodeo World Championship team roping at the AT&T Center, and it's kind of unbelievable right now.
Yeah, real unbelievable. I mean, I did this healing. Like,
You did.
I mean, Riley did a phenomenal job babysitting me up there. I'm just going to say, because I caught enough feet to win this check. So, it's like I just got so excited I faced too early.
Okay, so let's talk about your guys' run. You guys were 8:66 with a leg, so it turned into 13:66. You had 2 feet for a while, but maybe you faced too early. I'm not going to say you did.
I'm going to say I did.
Big check.
I told her I didn't see it. When I saw 2 feet, I freaking looked at the lights above me. I was so pumped because, you know, I knew we did our job, and that's all you can look for whenever you come to a place like this. So we gave ourselves a chance.
We made them beat us for sure, but I think it would have put more pressure on them had I done my job better.
You did a great job. I'll say, you guys both did a great job. I still can't get over you on the heel side. Great.
Hey, they're going to put my name on this healing buckle.
You better wear that heel.
Nobody can take that one from her.
No. Oh my gosh. All right, so what were you guys thinking sitting back waiting? You had to wait for a few teams to find out if you guys won this. And everyone missed. What was going through your guys' head sitting back there waiting?
You know, I couldn't believe it. I feel like, I feel like we were the underdogs maybe going in just because, like, you know, we switched in, you know, but Riley and I talked, we had confidence, you know, that we would just go do our job and knock one down, and, I mean, I got to ride her heel horse all through the week and get a feel, and but I said just keep my head down and catch 2 feet, and I knew I was confident in her doing her part, so I was just focused on doing my job.
How about you, Riley?
I knew the steer. We had him once before this week, and I just wanted to make sure I got out and tried to give her a good handle, because I knew the steer wasn't going to be the same in this big building, but I knew I had to do the best I could to give her a chance.
Definitely.
You know, this is a huge opportunity for us, especially as team ropers. You know, some breakaway ropers have got to go out on the big stage at a place like AT&T and stuff. But this was a new big opportunity for team ropers. And you know, it changed. The steers change in here. We change in here. There's a lot of fans. There's a lot of lights. There's a lot of money. You know, and I know everyone's just grateful that they got the opportunity to be on a stage like this.
It is a great opportunity for you guys, and I think it's great that all these producers and everyone's stepping up to support women. This is the year. We've been saying it's the year breakaway. I think it's the year women.
Yeah.
With all these events popping out for everyone.
Yeah. I'm really excited about the WCRA because my favorite event is the team roping. I mean, I rope breakaway too, but I really like the team rope.
Definitely. And, you know, we got to talk about those horses you guys are on. Let's talk about the head horse you on first.
Well, I kind of just stumbled upon him. I was trying to sell one of my older calf horses, and this Justin Moss actually found a man who he was having a little trouble with this horse that I'm riding, but my horse really fit him. So we ended up trading, and this horse is actually a calf horse, and he's been heading for like 3 months.
Oh, really?
Really.
Heck, well, doesn't look like he's only been heading for 3 months.
We got a little things to work on, but can't pick on him too much.
And how old is he?
He's 9.
9. What's his name?
His name's Floyd.
Floyd?
Yes, ma'am.
And I'll ask you about your heel horse before I kind of talk about what Hope likes about your horse. What's that heel horse Hope was on?
Oh, that heel horse is she's actually the second really good heel horse they ever bought me, and she just clicked from day one. She's always been my number one. She's never been able to be replaced, and last year for about 10 months I couldn't ride her. She tore her suspensory, and I mean, I pulled through with what I had, but having her back really helped.
Definitely helped you guys just paying $90K. And what's that horse's name and age?
Her name is Curly Joe, and she's 10.
10. And Hope, you got to ride Curly Joe. How great was that horse for you this whole week?
You know,
talk about what you like about that horse.
Like I said, I don't normally heel, and I have a calf horse that I can heel on a couple of them, but you know, they don't get heeled on much. So I called Riley, and she offered me her best horse, and that means a lot. You know, I wouldn't have I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you if it wasn't for Riley and for her horse Curly. I got to rope on her all week. She got my number once, but that was actually the run that we won the progressive round.
Oh my God!
On, and I told Riley, she just told me to keep my head down, but that's what my game plan was for tonight, to keep my head down myself. So, no, she's been great. She's special. Like she said, she battled an injury, and I know how hard that is for anybody on their good horse to, to lend them out and mount somebody out. So very thankful for Riley, and I'm sure she's even more special to her now she is to me.
Definitely.
I know Hope would do the same for me. So
definitely, I think we're all one big family in this community, so it's awesome that everyone can support each other and back each other up.
Yes, ma'am.
So, you guys, what is this big check going to do for you guys right now?
Oh, well, I guess I'm going to save it up, and I really want to move to Stephenville, but with everything, COVID and everything, this would really help get a place up there.
Definitely. Where are you living right now?
Whitsett. It's halfway between San Antonio and Corpus.
Okay. Gotcha.
Way south.
Way south.
I don't know. It's life-changing, so I want to be smart about it, think about it, and, really have a plan. So in this industry, we all know we need it.
Definitely. Team. This is like dream team right now.
Forward or backwards?
I guess you'd say that's double threat. I mean, I don't know.
Oh my gosh. And Riley, are you going to school right now?
I am. I'm a freshman at Southwest Texas Junior College.
Gotcha.
I actually had to miss the college rodeo to be here.
You did?
I did.
Well, no sad. I was going to say, this is probably way better than a college rodeo.
No, and my coach was rooting me on the whole week. Didn't matter to him if I missed the college rodeo to make it here.
That's awesome. Definitely all the support. Yes, ma'am. Awesome. What are you majoring in?
I'm just getting my basics right now. Yes,
and then maybe go to Charleston or something if you can get to Stephenville.
They're hounding on me pretty hard to go to A&M.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm going to do yet.
Options are open. College Scout.
Riley Smith.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, guys. I am so happy for you guys right now.
Thank you so much.
Jackie. Yes. Yes. How does it feel to win the first ever Women's Rodeo World Championships all-around title?
Oh my gosh, I guess the feeling is just proud and excited, and I think that's something that I set my sights on as soon as I heard about it, because I just always have found a lot of pride in winning all-around. That's kind of been my thing for a long time, and so when I heard this had an all-around and it actually paid what it paid, I was like, oh, game on. I have to start back healing. I have to, kind of get my ducks in a row for this. So it was definitely something that I set my sights on as soon as I heard about it.
Definitely. And you won the all-around before the main event at the AT&T Stadium even started.
Yeah.
How crazy is that, just winning it through the progressive rounds?
That was insane. It's kind of weird how it all worked out. Like, I got mad that I didn't qualify in the breakaway fast enough, but then it let me keep going. What the world, Kyle? That is special. Okay? Be careful with that. You break it, you replace it.
For everyone listening to this podcast, Jackie's brand new all-around buckle just got thrown around in the AT&T Stadium, so this is tragic.
Sorry. What were we saying? Oh yeah. So back through the ranks, it kind of worked out that I was able to stay roping, and I just kept being out of going ahead and making it to the top 24. So I kept kind of racking up points a little bit, and so, but honestly, most of the points came from the healing in the open pool, which is crazy. It's just something I thought I would get some bonus points in. So, or I'd hope to get some bonus points in. So, just worked out my favor.
And speaking of healing being the main event for you, let's talk about that sweet heel horse you are riding.
Oh my gosh.
Main Street Boone.
Main Street Boone. They call him Street. Belongs to Joseph Harrison. Joseph's a good friend of mine. Him and Charlie made it to the NFR his first year going to the NFR, and so I went to his house to get help with my heeling before this event because I wanted help with my young horse to get him to come along and just some tips for myself. And so he was helping me, and I got to telling him like how much everything paid and what it was going to be. And he just was not comfortable with me riding a young horse for that much money, and just kind of kept mentioning it. And finally, he's like, "You just need to come get street riding that sucker up there." And I was like, "What? No." I just thought he was joking, but turns out he was serious. And I even tried to ride another one of his that maybe wasn't as valuable, and he's like, "No, I don't trust it. I just know what this one's going to do," which is true because he's already taken a victory lap this year in this arena. So, that horse is incredible, and I joked about it today on the Cowboy Channel. I said I can't wait to tell Joseph that he's not as good as I thought he was, or as good as he thinks he is. It's that horse.
It's all Main Street.
All street.
Yeah, I was going to say, Joseph did win the American earlier this year, and that is what helped him get to the NFR this year on that great horse.
Yes.
And you just won an all-around title on that great horse.
He's
and I
amazing.
know, talking to you earlier this week, you've been babying that horse.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Like crazy.
Yeah, like bubble wrapping him, I swear. We were just so nervous, even having him in our possession. So, yeah, we've definitely been keeping every hair in place on that thing. So, I can't wait to get him. Not that I don't love having him, and I want to keep him forever, but I also want him out of my possession so that if anything happens, it's not in my possession.
And so what happened with your horse why you couldn't bring your own horse?
I could. I have a great little young horse. He's doing really good. He's pretty neat. I'm going to ride him in the WCRA finals, but he's just green. And so he takes steps out of place, and he just hasn't been very many places. And so he's a good horse. He's just not ready.
Not ready yet.
Yeah.
And baby on board?
Yes.
Do we have a name yet?
5 months. Journey.
Aww.
Baby Journey girl is coming in March. So yeah, this will be as soon as Sunday hits. I'll be done team roping, and so I'll just try to break away through the NFR and then be done. Kick my heels up. December 13th. I am out of commission for pretty much anything.
Exactly. Yeah. So okay, you have this baby on the way, little Journey. It's a girl. What are you going to be able to tell this sweet baby girl when she's old enough to understand what you just accomplished with her?
I hope that one day, if she cares enough about this, and this is the road she chooses to take, that it won't take me telling her a whole lot. She'll be able to see the pictures and see the articles and see the things and realize that it was a really big deal.
Oh, I'm starting to tear up. This is awesome. And like you said, you're going to just go strictly to breakaway roping for the NFR. Let's kind of talk about that a little bit. What are you going to do? Are you going to practice on a horse? Are you going to do your bail roping?
I'm going to, obviously, this is going to be a lot different for me because in the past, I've always found a lot of confidence in work ethic and just really making the runs and stuff. But this year's different. I have to be a little bit careful, with my body and how sore I get, the stuff that I put it through. And so I'm going to be doing a lot more dummy roping, stuff like that. I'm going to keep T-Boy up, which is what I'll ride here, hopefully. And I'll keep one other horse up that is just easy to rope on. And I cut the saddle horn off my saddle so that I just don't worry about anything happening from here or there. It would take a major accident to hurt my baby, and so that, and then I was thinking about it. I'm like, man, if I'm the only horse I would trust or that I could think of was T-Boy, and I thought, if something happens to him, I just can't enter. It's not like I can just in a position to just jump on somebody else's horse. But I got to thinking about it, and my good friend Kelsey Chase has an awesome little horse, and his name Little Man, she wins a ton on him, and he just definitely isn't front endy. He's not like that. He's stays on his butt, and so we were talking about it, and she's not going to be using him, and so she was like, heck yeah, take him for a backup. So I might rope a little bit on him before then.
That's awesome. I was going to say, Kelsey's horse is wicked. I do love Little
awesome.
Man.
He's awesome.
That's awesome. Well, what is this 20,000 going to do for you right now?
I'm going to stash it back and try to live on it till April. Means I can't do much else. So, it's definitely the biggest all-around title I've ever won.
That's awesome. And what can you say for little girls and women, everyone looking up to you and to all these amazing women that have paved the way? And, it's the year of breakaway. It's the year of the women in rodeo.
Yeah. Exactly.
What can you say to them?
And I mean, it'd be separate things that I would have to say, because I just want to say, like, the biggest thank you to the women before us, because they did put in the time. Like, they weren't blessed with what we're getting to do right now, but they were the ones that paved the way, you know, and that means so much to me. And I just want the little girls behind us is like, as big as we're getting to be, don't be scared to dream bigger. Like, you know what I mean? And that's all we ever did. We loved our sport. We thought we could just keep driving and keep going forward, and now it's opened up doors that are so much bigger than really even we ever thought. So if you can dream it up, do it.
That's awesome. Well, thank you, Jackie, and congratulations on this huge title.
Thanks, Caitlin.
All right, hey guys, I am here with Madison O'Dear, and she just won the WCRA Rodeo's Women's Rodeo World Championship breakaway roping, the first ever. How are you feeling right now?
I'm just so excited. I don't think it's sunk in. I'm just really happy to be here at AT&T Stadium. It's such a cool experience that the WCRA has given us, and I'm just so thankful that, you know, we're able to rope here on such a big stage, and that breakaway roping has been able to excel so much in the past couple years, and I'm just so thankful to the WCRA and PBR for putting it in here. It's been an awesome day.
And this big stage, you've won in this big stage before at RFD TV's The American in 2019. Are there any differences how you were feeling from that day to this day winning this big check?
Not really, you know, both times I've just kind of been in awe at being here and being able to rope here, and I've been pretty lucky both times that I haven't been, you know, too nervous, but I think it's all excitement that I'm getting to be here, and I kind of just let my muscle memory, you know, go to work, and all the practice we put into it, just kind of be confident in that, and it's kind of worked out for me, so I'm thankful for that.
Definitely. And you were the second to last girl out, and you were 2:05 on that calf. Did you see that calf go before, during the progressive rounds?
I sure did. That's the calf that got me here. I roped him in the very final round on Thursday, and we got to draft pick him, so that means that we got to pick which cattle we wanted, and I picked him because, you know, I'd roped him before, and I was like, surely I can do it again.
Surely you can get that sucker caught.
It's a good calf. I'm go give him a pet.
That is a $60,000 calf right there.
Yes, that is an amazing calf.
You might go spend this on buying that calf, right?
Yeah. New pet.
That's awesome. And so how did you feel waiting for Bo Peterson to rope?
Oh, Bo's an amazing roper, and, you know, I was clapping to myself. I was happy to have $20,000 for second place. I mean, she came back. I was a 2:08 in the very last round, and Bo was roping right after me, and I was like, oh yeah, I was feeling good, and Bo just went 1:8, you know, again, back-to-back 1:8s, and so I know she ropes so good, and all those girls do. You know, I didn't think I'd be in the position to be winning it necessarily when I'd roped, but to be in that position, you know, I was just happy at the moment, and I knew anything could happen. I was wishing Bo the best too.
Definitely. And let's talk about that little sorrel horse you ride. I know you ride that horse everywhere.
Yes.
Let's talk about
That's Rooster. That's my favorite horse ever, for sure now. He's a pain in the butt sometimes. He was not wanting to even stand still. I'm like, dude, you've been here 2 times before this. What are you doing? But he's funny. He's got such a big personality, and he's, you know, our bloodline, which makes it even more special. LA Waters Quarter Horses is what my grandparents started a horse breeding in Utopia, Texas, and he's out of that. My dad broke him. My dad trained him, and, you know, nobody else has ever roped off that horse before me. It's just been my dad and I, and it's just really special, you know, to have him and for him to be on top of his game, because I know that keeps me on the top of my game, so I'm just very lucky to have him.
And how old is he now?
I'd say he's 11 this year.
Gosh, man, he's won you a ton of money.
He sure has. Yes.
That's awesome. And, you know, we have to talk about it. I know you've talked about it a lot. You chartered in on a plane to get to this event because you were in Houston. Tell us what you were doing in Houston.
So all week I've been competing in this tournament called the Texas Women's Open Polo Championship Tournament, and so we made it, my team and I had a great team that my mom helped put together and my mom coached, and Had a great team of girls, and we won all week, and I actually had to do the same thing on Thursday after I roped in the final round of this thing to get back to my game, and we won that game to put us in the finals today, and we ended up winning our finals, which was at 2 o'clock in Houston. So I was wanting to shower so badly, didn't get to do that, changed in the car, had everything ready. My parents, they're amazing. I had my mom there supporting me with the polo, and my dad here with Rooster saddled and booted up and ready to go when I got here. So I wasn't worried about the time, but it was dang sure exciting to get back and forth like that.
Definitely. And tell me, is this the biggest win of your polo career?
Definitely, yep, biggest win of my polo career for sure. My mom has played in this tournament before, and she's played with some of the girls that I played with today, and so it was super special win.
That's awesome. Who's on your polo team?
So I was the number 1 position, so there's 4 positions on the team. Number 2 is Maureen Brennan. She's an amazing player that's played with my mom a lot. Number 3 was Hope Arianu, who I have actually grown up with. Her dad also helped coach our team, and he's a Hall of Fame polo player. He played with my mom, and Hope is, I'd say, the equivalent of how much I dedicate and do in rodeo in the polo world. She's one of the best polo players in the world already, and she's my age, and we kind of grew up together, so it was really awesome playing with her. And then the number 4 was Kylie Sheehan, and it was the first time I've actually met and played with her, but it was super fun team, and we ended up winning all the way, so it was awesome.
Oh my gosh, and to come here and top it off with this big win.
It's the best day of my life, for sure.
That is an awesome week for you.
It's so amazing, yes.
Oh my gosh, and obviously I can tell your parents support you in both your breakaway roping and your polo.
Yes.
Tell me about your parents. What's their names? And talk to me about them a little bit.
So my mother is definitely my rock. She's up every morning, makes my lunch for school still. She's amazing, and she helps me with my barrel horses too. She's not just polo, but she does with my polo horses. She's amazing, and she just taught me everything I know about polo, and just always supportive though about my rodeo career. And same with my dad. Let me go back to my mom, but she was actually the number 1 rated woman polo player in America, and 2nd highest rated woman player in the world 2 years ago when she kind of stepped down and retired a little bit. And so she's, world renowned polo player, and amazing to be my mother.
Oh my gosh, and what's her name?
Christy Uthier. Yep, can't cut her short. And then my father, Mike Uthier, he's awesome too. He's taught me everything I know about roping, and we practice every single day together, whether it's fun or not. He's always there, and he's the one that makes sure that I'm doing the right thing all the time, and in the arena, out of the arena, just such an amazing person. And he's been to the NFR 4 times in the saddle bronc riding, but he was a great calf roper and won the Linderman Award twice in pro rodeo, and just been there, done that with every rodeo. So he was getting pretty nervous today. I could tell he was really fired up. He fires me up, but I was kind of calm and didn't let him fire me up too much today. But he's awesome. So I'm just so lucky to have kind of the best of both worlds in those 2 industries, and to have supporting parents at all is just so amazing.
Definitely. And so now we talked about it a little bit before. What do you think you're going to do with this paycheck?
Oh, I don't know. I saved my 100 from the Americans, so I might invest this baby in something for me, like a truck to go to college, or I don't know yet. I'm sure I'll be paying some bills and whatnot that I got to pay. I don't know yet, but I'm excited.
And where are you going to school?
I actually just got accepted into Texas A&M University, and I will be on the rodeo team there for sure. If I go there, I'm pretty sure I'll go there, but I'm super excited. I'm going to study business and get a business degree there, so excited.
And how old are you now?
I'm 18, just turned 18, yep.
Gosh, and have this much fun. Oh my gosh. That's awesome. Well, congratulations, Madison.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Woo!
All right, you guys, at the time we were recording this section of the short score, it is before Kelsey Chase runs a calf for a shot at $60,000 at the WCRA's Women's Rodeo World Championships. But before she even does that, she has already won the average at the WPRA World Finals. She's won Reserve Champion Breakaway Roper for 2020. And she is your 2020 All-Around World Champion. What the heck, Kelsey?
I'm excited. I'm glad I get to add another notch beside my name, change it from 7-time to 8-time. But it's been a busy week. It's been an awesome week, though. Lots of opportunities for us girls, so I'm excited to end it tonight for sure.
Definitely, definitely. All right, so let's talk about this all-around world title. You head, you heel, you calf rope, and you breakaway rope. Kind of tell me about your year as a whole.
Breakaway's been amazing this year, honestly. You know, JJ won, a little over 88,000, and I was 81,000, so that's pretty incredible to see those numbers at the top. You know, and I know everybody was stacked in there, so that was good. Mainly heel. I headed the finals, of course, and I headed for Jackie. That we won the average in that, so that's exciting to win with my pal. But don't tie down as much anymore, but I won a couple rounds at the finals, so that was good for me. But it's been a good year, busy year, even though it's kind of been crazy. It's still been busy for us, so I've been excited about it.
Definitely. And have you won the all-around title before?
I have. I won it in 2012 and another time, I think, but I don't know.
Three-time all-around champ.
There you go.
Definitely. All right, so how cool is it that you get to watch Jackie, one of your closest friends, win the all-around at the WCRA, the first ever women's rodeo, and then you go and you win your third all-around title, all in the same week, women's week. How awesome is that?
Man, it's so awesome. I'm really proud of her. You know, obviously she deserves it. She works really hard, just like the rest of us. But I'm excited to add another all-around world champion to my belt too. And then she won the finals all-around at Waco too. So it's been a pretty good week for both of us.
Definitely. And let's talk about the horses that you rode all year to help you win this all-around title.
My main horse, Little Man, Little Chestnut Breakaway Gelding. I mean, he's hard to beat. He's done me a lot of good. He's bought me a new place, I think. We can say he did that for me. And then I've been riding Domer's team roping horse. I headed on him at the WCRA finals, and he's been my main heel horse too this year. So those are the two main ones.
Gotcha. And gosh, so let's talk about the WCRA finals as a whole. You went in there, you did head, you did heel, you did breakaway rope, and you calf rope. Kind of talk to me about your WCRA finals.
In the tie-down roping, I won 2 of the 3 rounds. I think I got second or third in the average. I'm not quite sure there, but that was all right. I was disappointed I let a calf get up, but breakaway's good. I split second like 3 or 4 ways in the first round, and I think same thing in the second round. So I set up good in the average and missed my third one. So it was kind of a bummer, but got to get over it. Now I'm here. But Jackie and I did good in the team roping. I was heading for her. She was healing. We won the average there, and then I healed for Kaylin, but we had some tough luck there. So, but as a whole, I mean, it was kind of up and down, but it really wasn't a bad final, so it's hard to be mad about it.
Gotcha. And, you know, you had to, for that third round, you guys, all you girls that were up tonight at the WCRA had to run your calves and steers right at the beginning of the third round instead of waiting until your actual spot in the round.
Yep.
Did that put any pressure on you? How do you feel about that?
Man, I kind of liked going all at once. You know, I ran 2 steers, breakaway calf, and a tie-down calf all within, maybe 10 minutes, maybe? And it was kind of tough just because, you know, a couple of those things didn't exactly go my way, and I had to get over it a lot quicker than I should have, but it was fine. I'm glad they let me do it. I was very thankful that the WCRA worked so well with the WCRA and allowed us girls to go to both places, you know, along with the Cowgirl Gathering. We got to go to those jackpots too, so it's been an amazing week for all of us.
Definitely. You know, and let's talk about Little Man. I know I talked to Jackie the other night, and she mentioned that Little Man is going to be a backup for her for the national finals of breakaway roping. Talk to me about this horse. Where did he come from? What's his background story?
I bought him from Chance Thiessen, I guess, last summer, right before I went to Cheyenne. So I went to a couple rodeos on him, and then our first big debut was Cheyenne Frontier Days, so that was kind of crazy. But, man, he's been awesome. He's so fast, tries so hard, you know. Stalks really hard, but he's been a blessing to me for sure. And hopefully we can get Jackie on him a few times and get her ready for the NFR, so she's got a good backup, I guess, horse. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see what else we get to do on this little horse.
And how old is the little man?
He's 15.
15.
Yep.
Gotcha. He's awesome. He definitely works, gets on his butt, and just drags it.
Thank you.
Rope right there.
Yeah, thank you.
That's awesome. And you know, growing up, has the all-around race been something you set your sights for, or is it just something that's come from just being good at everything?
Honestly, so I was a rookie in 2011, first time I bought my WCRA card, and that was up in Lincoln, Nebraska. And I just breakawayed and tied down then. And then in 2012, I team roped as well. And in 2012, I won the all-around and had no idea. This is how naive I was about everything. I didn't realize how it worked, because all-around's a little different for us on the roping side. And I think that's I always give Jackie a hard time. I think that was the first time somebody beat Jackie at the all-around in a long time, so I always rub that in. But so then, of course, from then on, it's been a huge goal. I want to be the all-around champ. And then, you know, everybody does multiple events. You know, that's kind of an end game. But it's been tricky the last couple of years just because there's not as many jackpots with all the events. You know, that's when it counts. But it's pretty sweet to be able to get another one for sure.
Definitely. And, you know, we got to talk about that, your average weigh-in at the WCRA finals in the team roping. You were heading for Jackie. You guys always practice together. Just talk to me how clutch your guys' team is.
Yeah, it's funny. Usually I'm healing for her if we can. You know, we get to switch ends at the WCRA final, so that's always fun for us. Last year we got second average, so we were pumped about that, and then this year we got to win it. So pretty exciting because, of course, we've probably spent more time together than anybody. So it's awesome that it worked out. I'm happy for both of us.
And tell me about your runs. How were they all 3 rounds?
Man, we threw 3 pretty dang good steers. I just tried to be smart at the start and not do anything silly. I just tried to do my job and make good sense for her. You know, like Jackie said, just turn them. She's going to take care of me on the backside. No, she did a great job. She healed really good. She was healing on a younger, greener horse, so it was pretty cool for both of us.
And I remember sitting out with you before the third round even started. We were looking at the sheet and seeing what you drew, and I knew you had to be 3 seconds. You had a 3-second lead on Taylor Munsell and Martha Anselon.
Yep.
And you didn't even get to see them run.
Nope.
You just went out and made your run, and it was a beautiful run.
Yeah.
Kind of talk about that. Like, what were you thinking? You weren't even there. You made your run in left. Kind of what was going through your head waiting to hear you guys won the average?
Right, yeah, because, usually everybody goes slow back, so we should have gone last in the team roping. I should have gone last in the breakaway, but I had to go first in both, which is fine. Worked out how it was supposed to. But it was hard. I've been texting Cheyenne and Britt, and I'm like, hey, are the results in? Man, I got to know. Help me out. Which, after Jackie and I's roundup, we had a pretty good idea that we were going to stay, winning the average. Of course, there was a chance for somebody else to catch us, but I knew we were going to be up there in the top couple, so I was pretty excited about that. But I've been waiting for the all-around results for a couple of hours now, so it was exciting to get the text from Jackie, and she's the one that told me. She said, hey, congratulations, you won the year-end, and I won the final, so that was a pretty cool moment right there, too.
That's so awesome. But, maybe screenshot and save that tag.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
And also, you mentioned Cheyenne Britt, and I think we don't talk about her enough.
We should.
We ever talk about Cheyenne, and I think we should, and so we're going to talk about her right now. How clutch is Cheyenne? She does so much. I know she does a ton for the Crawfords, and I know she's done a ton for you.
Absolutely.
Tell me about Cheyenne.
Yeah, well, I lived with Jackie and Charlie for a few years, and she's helped everybody out. Anybody that stepped on that place, Cheyenne has helped, and she's been a huge blessing to a lot of people. That rascal works hard. She works her butt off, and she will hustle and do anything for you. Multiple times she's taken care of horses for me when I've been gone, or, helped with whatever. Just, WCRA weekend, American, any kind of events like this, she's always there to help, to do whatever, hold horses, whatever we need. So that's a good kid right there, and I'm blessed to have her in my life for sure.
Definitely, and I love Cheyenne. She's always been such a good egg.
Yeah, for sure. I'm glad she's there, and I'm glad she gets to hang around us.
Yeah, definitely. She hauls horses for you guys, and
yeah.
Luckily she gets to compete with you guys too.
Absolutely, that's what I was gonna say too. You don't count her out either. And she won a little bit of Cowgirl Gathering in the breakaway. She ropes really good. Team ropes really good. Rope scabs really good. So you definitely can't keep her out of the match either. So she's good on all spectrums.
Awesome. Well, what are you gonna do with all this money you've won this week?
Well, I just bought a place in August, so most of it's probably gonna go into that place. But rodeo's not cheap, so it always comes back around. But I'm excited that we get to live this life and we're getting these types of opportunities. It's pretty amazing.
Congratulations, Kelsey. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Wow, thank you to all of the champions from Women's Week for sitting down and talking to me after their big wins when they could have done a whole lot more than just sitting back there and letting me interview them. Thank you again to Resist All Hats and Charlie One Horse Hats for tagging along with the Team Roping Journal and the Breakaway Roping Journal throughout the week. Thank you to everyone for taking the time to listen to this podcast and reading all the stories. Stay tuned for more. And don't forget, there's another episode of The Score next Thursday.